Peterman using me having no will as his defense and excuse for the immunity was to kill me. See, Chris Peterman will present this as a defense. This is why I couldn't write a will when I was asked to at 24 years old. And the bribe came out over the will after I went in 2010, after I had immunity, for Callahan, who admitted to sending me to the SSDI office in 2010, which I have paperwork on. It was November of 2010, I believe, and I sent that paperwork out to Audrey through Messenger or Facebook. And that will thing came out because Chris Peterman was using that as the bribe that I have no will. So if someone murders me, my mom automatically gets all of Lyle's inheritance. And if Patty O'Neill, Dave Boom, and Donna Hassler distribute the money to themselves and only give my mom the house and she moves down here, then Chris Peterman could be her attorney and the Gray family will be her witnesses that she inherited more money out of Lyle's will, and they were going to have a lawsuit against the Booms, and then they were going to go with the contract thing too, and Chris Peterman was going to be the contracted attorney for Bonnie Boom without a contract. So he client poached from Rock Pizzo. And he wanted to do all of this saying that it was fine to kill me because I didn't have a fucking will at 24 years old when I was a single male and I didn't plan to die at any point. So why the fuck, Chris, would I have a fucking will? I've even asked the judges that shit. And they told me I could have the right to write a will if I want to. I believe I asked you about it. You said you wouldn't let it happen. So thanks for stealing my 300 grand and then going and defending yourself for murders that you bribed to commit, you fucking moron. And also, how Peterman wants to say I have no will, so I shouldn't have been in the inheritance. He would also say that if I wrote a will, he would use it against me and say I was racketeering off the fact that I could have inherited money. And then he wants to use the Pearl Gray contract with Dale Gray, and that's why Keith Gray and Addie Gray want Dale Gray, because of how the trailer was inherited. But yet we have Melissa Butchko, John Butchko, Rosie Rodriguez, and John Butchko Sr., who John Butchko Sr. had no will and left the cabin to John Butchko Jr., and Melissa Butchko has a contract out of the prosecution office. So we could just use that, Chris. So all your little defenses about why people are used are nothing but made up fucking bullshit in your head.